A disappointing postgame show if you're a WNCC fan as they fall to Western Wyoming for the second time this year. It was 75-67. Western Wyoming a 23-15 advantage in the third quarter and a 20-12 advantage in the fourth to win it going away. Good free throw shooting down the stretch. Let's look at the scoring in this one for Western Wyoming. They were led by Sierra Eddy with 18. She made both free throws she attempted, had 2 3-pointers. 16 points on Ekstrom, 10 of 10 at the line with 2 threes. 15 for Katie Strauss, 8 of 9 at the line, made her last 8 free throws after missing the first one she took. She also had a 3-pointer in the ball game. 10 points for Karina Bjornstad, 1 of 2 at the line with a 3-pointer. Then it's 8 points for Nia Vermillen, 2 of 7 at the line, only player who did not shoot it well at the stripe. She had 3 2-pointers and the 2 free throws out of 7 attempts. Then 7 points, Ashley Christensen, 2 2s and a 3, all in the third quarter for her. Then it's 1 point for Kiera Tinharo. Tina Harrell went 1 for 2 at the line, playing but not scoring. Andy Van Dyke and Zapaya Samson for Western Wyoming's Mustangs. So 9 played, 7 scored in the game for Western Wyoming. We'll look at the scoring for WNCC when we come back on the Runza postgame show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. WNCC women fall for the second time this year as they lose 75-67 to Western Wyoming. Looking at scoring for WNCC, and the key stat here, I think, is that only 3 players scored in the second half. Faith Walker had 14 in the second half, 23 in the game. Fouled out with 44.5 seconds to go. She was 7 of 14 on the free throw line. Also in doubles with 11, Mackenzie Joseph. She was 5 of 6 at the stripe. And that's it for double figure scoring. The guards each had 8. Amaya Anderson and Helena Cook both made 2 threes and a 2-pointer. Pair of players with 6. Egberica on 3 2-point goals. Same for Galafont. She finishes with 6. 5 points for Adelina Ertain. She had a 2 and a 3. And that's it for scoring. Kylie Smith, Laura Montiel, who fouled out with 1:43, and Kayla Cervantes, all playing but not scoring for Western Nebraska. 10 played, 7 scored for WNCC, same numbers they had at halftime in the ball game. Looking at a few of the other stats, and of course when we look at the stats, they're courtesy of Dr. Levi Bolin at Advantage Chiropractic in Scottsbluff, treating all of your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Call today for an appointment. Start to get back to better health at Advantage Chiropractic, 633-1425. Well, rebounding ends up much tighter than it was earlier, but WNCC ended with the lead there with 44. Faith Walker, a double-double. That'll be her, sixth of the year. Double-double. She had 11 rebounds, 23 points in the ball game. And next was Font with 7 rebounds, Ertain 6, Joseph had 5. For Western Wyoming, out of their 37, Vermillion and Bjornstad had 8 each to lead them there. Unofficially, turnovers 14 against each squad, and shooting quite a difference here. Overall, Western Wyoming hit 44%. They were 50%, 15 of 30 on twos, 35%, 7 of 20 on threes, and again, overall, 44%. They were 24 of 32 for 75% on free throws. WNCC, 20 of 46 on two-pointers, 43%. 5 of 23, only 22% in the half. And overall, 36% on 25 of 69, and 60% free throwing, 12 out of 20 in the ball game. And if you'd have told me before the ball game Western Wyoming would have more threes than WNCC, I would have been hard-pressed to believe that, but that was the case. 7-5. Points off the bench. Western Wyoming 9, WNCC had 8 points. So that's going to total things up here for the women's game. Remember, we've got the men's game coming up as the second part of our doubleheader here. So hope you can stick around for that one. If not, thanks for being along. Chuck Swartz wishing you a good evening and reminding you in the women's game, with the men's game still to come up, it was Western Wyoming 75 and WNCC 67.
Baby, I'm a dog, like no piss in our backyard. I be on some other while niggas tryna act hard. And we steady getting to that money, get that hard. You call me Timmy, no, I'm finna turn her up. Been getting to that bad, that's where I'm running up. And I ain't getting out up in the streets, and I'm running up. Ain't no doubt about it, there's no for sure I'm coming up, yeah. We been getting to that king, I ain't never flat. There's no my fucking streets, steady grinding. There's no that's what it takes to be great. Figure real on a mic, this ain't no fake. Hold on, baby, I'm a player, not a simp, babe. This shit coming off the head like a 10 fade. And you tryna kick it like a sensei. Maybe you can get away, but I ain't paying rent, babe. You know, stepping in some bands, no, I grab it. I can go and spin it because my bad. That G ain't really freaking bad, the whole catfish. And I got you doing tricks, it's so bad for them.
Welcome back to the second game of our doubleheader between WNCC and Western Wyoming here at the Cougar Palace. Western Nebraska women suffered their second loss to Western Wyoming in a 15-2 season, 75-67 in the game just completed. The men's game has Billy Engel's Cougars at 9-7 going up against Steve Sousa's Western Wyoming Mustangs. They're 10-6 coming in off of it'd be 11-5. For them, coming in off of a win at NJC last night. WNCC sports a 2-2 record here at the Palace. No individuals for WNCC in the top 50 individually. Western Wyoming has Micah Pierce 39th in offensive rebounds, and as a team, they're 12th in free throw percentage. Western Wyoming's better in assists, free throw percentage, and blocked shots, while WNCC better in overall field goal percentage, three-point shooting percentage, rebounds, and steals. WNCC has 4 players averaging double figures, while Western Wyoming has 2. WNCC lost at Rock Springs just before Thanksgiving, 81-74. Next up, before my visit with Coach Billy Engel, I'll look at the top 25 poll for this week. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show.
I should have knew you was the boy that you told me.
Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom built at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gering. In the men's national basketball poll this week, South Plains out of Texas, Daytona State out of Florida, still unbeaten. They're 1-2. Nobody from Region 9 is rated. Trinidad State did pick up some votes, and one of the former opponents of WNCC, Dawson, did pick up some votes in the balloting also. I come back, it'll be time to visit with Coach Billy Engel as the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show continues.
Tonight, your Cougars welcome the Mustangs of Western Wyoming Community College. In our second matchup this evening, your Cougars take on the Mustangs. Before we announce the starting lineups for both teams, we ask that you please rise and remove any coverings of the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem as we get ready for the second game of our doubleheader. Again, the Western Wyoming women winning 75-67 over the nationally ranked WNCC women. Starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at WNCC.edu. Steve Souza in his sixth year, the coach at Western Wyoming. They'll go this way. Christian Adun, a 6'7" sophomore out of England, 8.4 points, 4.4 rebounds. Kason Boggs, 6'4" sophomore from Nevada, 6.8 points, 4.3 rebounds. Jackson Kyle, a 6'3" sophomore out of Sterling, Colorado, home of NJC, 9.6 points, 4 rebounds. Eddie McPhee, 6'7" sophomore from Denver, 13.1 points and 5 rebounds. Micah Pierce, 6'7" sophomore from Phoenix, averaging 13.5, had 20 last time, and 8.1 rebounds for him. That's the Western Wyoming starters. For Western Nebraska, it'll be J.J. Harris, the 6'4" sophomore out of Tallahassee, 11.6 points, 4.3 rebounds. Maurice Walker, who suffered a sprained ankle in the win Monday in Torrington, in the starting lineup, 6'4" sophomore from Denver, 10.1 points, 2.6 rebounds for him. We'll see Willie Wilson, the 6'1" freshman from Minneapolis, 9.1 points, 3.1 rebounds for him. The big guy, Stephen Ovia, 6'9" sophomore from London, 7.4 points, 5.9 rebounds. And we'll see Caden Nation, who's coming off a 20-point performance, 6'7" sophomore from Peoria, Illinois, averages 10.8 and 3 rebounds per ball game. Western Wyoming, red uniforms, black numerals outlined in white. WNCC in their home whites with the golden numerals, or the blue numerals, and then the blue and gold trim. WNCC will move left to right. I usually call them Western Nebraska, but with Western Nebraska, Western Wyoming, it'll be WNCC and Western Wyoming today. 11-5 for Western Wyoming, 9-7 for WNCC. It was 81-74 in Rock Springs as Western Wyoming picked up the victory. Tip controlled by Ovia. Harris into the forecourt against a man-to-man. Goes high post to Nation. Nation will step back, take a long two, and hit it. Picking up right where he left off, 2-0 from his 20-point performance on Monday. Good pass down low, and Western Wyoming can't get the shot to go, but it's recovered by Pierce. He'll miss, and the rebound, WNCC. Had a couple of close ends, hotly contested, couldn't get him to go. Nation to Harris, right side. He'll launch a long three, but it skips out. Rebound kept alive by Ovia, but here comes Western Wyoming with it. Boggs across. Boggs to Kyle. He'll launch the three, but it's off the back iron. Nation with the rebound. Jackson Kyle can get in on a streak and be really tough. Walker into the corner. J.J. Harris drives, dishes outside with it to Wilson, who has 7 straight double-figure games. This one rims out at the rim. Eddie McPhee comes down with the rebound for Western Wyoming. Here's Boggs, couple of dribbles. Kyle into the corner now, Adun. Out on top, a 3 by Micah Pierce goes in. Pierce, who's hitting 31% of his threes, gives the lead to Western Wyoming. 18.5 minutes to go. First half of play. Remember, men's play 20-minute halves, unlike the women with their 10-minute quarters. Near side, Walker. He's going to feed it down to Ovia. He'll muscle his way in, puts it up and in. Ovia with his first 2, 4-3. WNCC with the lead. But down low, shot won't go. Rebound taken off as McPhee missed in close. Harris skips it into the corner. Nation, three-pointer won't go. Rebound Ovia. He'll save it out to Walker. Walker from the right corner can't get the 3 to go, and the rebound taken off by Adun of Western Wyoming. Across as Walker forces him to slow up. He'll now bring it slowly to the right side. Boggs with it. Kyle. Jackson Kyle dribbles it off his foot. He'll save it inbounds in the corner. Adun misses the 3. Rebound taken by WNCC's Willie Wilson. It's stolen back by McPhee. First turnover of the ball game. Kyle waits for traffic to clear. Boggs with it right side. Again, a 7-point win in Rock Springs for Western Wyoming against WNCC before Thanksgiving. Pierce had ideas of another 3 from the top, didn't take it. Kyle. Now Pierce fakes a 3, gives it to Adun, and his 3 rolls out. Rebound taken by WNCC. J.J. Harris turns the rebound into a dribble, gives to Wilson. 4-3, WNCC with the lead. Wilson, near side Harris. Harris between the legs on the dribble, drives in, jump stop, goes back out with it to Wilson. Wilson drives, Euro step, hangs, won't go. It tantalizingly spun on the rim for a moment. Here's Western Wyoming the other way. Kyle, nice feed. Adun with the layup. Good transition. Adun with his first 2, and it's 5-4. Third lead change we've had in the early going. We're at 16.5 minutes to go, first half. Harris to the left side on the dribble. He'll find Walker, who was hot early the other night. He'll try one hotly contested and bury it. Walker had 17. We're going to have a technical called on Walker for taunting as he went by the bench for Western Wyoming. Apparently said something, and he was close enough that the official heard it. So with 16:19 to go, we're going to have free throws for Western Wyoming after a 7-5 Western Nebraska lead. Free throw goes in for Boggs. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Team as a whole, 74.5. That one rolls out. And the score stays 7-6. WNCC with the lead. But Walker picks up the technical, so that counts as a personal 3. This one's off the back iron, and we're going to have a push foul inside. I believe this is going to go on J.J. Harris. Nope, it's going on Walker, so he's going to have his second. So 17 seconds apart, he picks up the technical and then a personal foul, so he'll come out of the ball game. It'll be inbounded down low for Western Wyoming. Ball in the corner to Kyle. Boggs near side. Boggs trying to work to the right. Gives it to Kyle on the weave. He'll skip it outside. McPhee will launch a 3 and hit it. So the big guy's not scared to shoot the 3s for Western Wyoming. They lead it 9-7. WNCC with the ball. Nation. He'll give it away to Elijah Burney, who came in when Walker went out with the foul trouble. Burney handling it left side. He'll jump a pass near side. Leaping for it was Harris. Can't shake free from Adun. Now he comes into the middle, gets it down low, and Ovia lays it in. The assist to Harris. And we're going to have palming called against, or stepping in bounds on the inbound is what it was by Pierce, or McPhee. McPhee inbounded that one. So turnover gives it to WNCC. We're tied at 9. Our first tie we've had in the game. Nation near the free throw line with it, trying to back his way in. He'll turn, put up a shot that's a bit long. Rebound taken by Adun of Western Wyoming. Adun finds an opening to the right side, spins in, feeds it down low for the stuff for Micah Pierce. Good dribble penetration to break the defense down, and it's an 11-9 lead for Western Wyoming. Bernie near side to Harris. J.J. Harris will draw a double team, so he spins away, throws it near side to Nation. Ovia with it on the baseline. Ovia comes into the paint area. The little jump hook goes in as he has his third fielder of the game already. We're tied at 11. And now stolen away. WNCC on the run. Harris into the corner to Bernie, threw it away. Threw it way too far for Bernie to save it in, so turnovers both directions. WNCC comes up empty on that possession. Now we're going to see Trevon Chambers, a 6'2 freshman out of Denver in. He averages 5.2. Kyle will inbound to him. We'll also see Chak Garang, a 6'6 sophomore from Australia, 3.8 points for him. Garang handles it. He'll drive in on the right side. Pass is tipped away. It's out of bounds, and they'll say off WNCC. McPhee stays in. Pierce stays in. Kyle stays in. I'm trying to see who the other player would be here. Mentioned Chambers and Garang. That's it. So Kyle to inbound, and it's going to be thrown away. That was good defense by Wilson. Boy, Willie Wilson got in there, and it deflected off Western Wyoming out of bounds. So WNCC has the ball. We're tied at 11, 14-13 remaining. Bernie to bring it across. Walker in early foul trouble on the bench. Bernie in for him. High post, Wilson. Wilson squares to the hoop. He's going to launch from 20, but it's off the iron. Rebound tipped outside by WNCC, but now taken by Western Wyoming. That would have been Anthony Simo who came in, and now we'll have a block foul against WNCC. I think this will go against Bernie. Bernie will pick up his first. We have 13 minutes and 53 seconds to go. We've got a timeout. 11 all to score on the Wesco scoreboard. Helping to bring you the broadcast this evening, Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. Another of our sponsors, Ryan's Welding. They sell PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. And when you come through the doors at Well Life Assisted Living in Scotts Bluff, you'll be treated like family. We're here to help you every step of the way in moving from a familiar environment. Welcome to the community at Well Life Assisted Living in Scotts Bluff. Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth. It's 11-11. The women's game, the 24th ranked WNCC women upset by Western Wyoming. Second time this year they've picked up a win. They're 5-11 and 2 wins against WNCC. Here's the ball inbounded. Boggs with it for Western Wyoming. He'll work to Pierce. Lob comes down low to McPhee, and we're going to have 3 seconds called on McPhee as he planted himself in there and was just waiting and waiting and waiting. They finally lobbed into him, but 3 seconds to call. Fourth turnover early against Western Wyoming. Bernie will bring the ball up. He'll be greeted by Garang near the timeline. On ahead to Harris in the forecourt. Looks like a 1-2-2 trap on the zone here by Western Wyoming. Harris, Bernie right back to JJ. He'll launch a three, but it's off iron. Rebound knocked around. Here comes Western Wyoming with it. McPhee into the forecourt. He'll be doubled. Gets the ball down low, and that'll be an offensive foul on Garang as defensively WNCC got set. Garang didn't know he was there. Turned, barreled into him and picks up his first personal foul. Another turnover on Western Wyoming. They're going to set up in a half-court trap the way it looks now as Steve Sosa, a veteran coach. He'd been at NJC as an assistant, went to Rock Springs. He's in his 6th season. High post, that'll be Simo. Into the corner, hitting the three is Caden Nation. He had 4 in the second half at EWC on Monday, 14-11. Give it on the weave. Here's Tavon Chambers. Can't penetrate, so he'll back away to set the offense. Chambers to the right side. Boggs. Adun. Boggs again. Here comes Garang on the drive. Tried the dunk. Missed, but it's saved on the far side with Chambers with it. 4 on the shot clock. Long 3 comes off the back iron. Rebound taken off by Garang. He'll feed, and taking it back outside is Boggs as it was really tightly packed in. Simo knocks the ball away. It'll be saved for Western Wyoming on the side. They'll inbound it as Simo got a hand on it. The freshman out of Cameroon has a big wingspan, I'll tell you. Here's Chambers with it. Garang. High post, McPhee. Chambers cut off by Bernie, so he'll back away, keeps the dribble going, takes it down on the left side, skids to a stop, takes a tough 12-footer as the shot clock expires. It missed. Rebound taken by Travis Easterly, who's in for WNCC. Easterly gets it to Simo, left corner. Fakes right, goes left, now spins into the baseline, comes to the paint area, jumps, gets his defender up, misses the shot. Rebound taken by Eddie McPhee of Western Wyoming. Ahead to Boggs. Boggs faked a handoff, takes it down into the corner, now feeds down on the block. Here comes the drive by Adun. He'll feed it out to Garang. Garang gives to Chambers out near the timeline with it, and now 12 on the shot clock. He'll take it right side. McPhee. Boggs, and there's going to be an offensive foul called. I thought he was just going to get a travel as he really didn't get the dribble started quickly, but Boggs called for an illegal screen, and that'll be his first foul. Both fouls called against Western Wyoming have been on offensive end, so they count as a turnover also. Bernie across, 14-11. Bernie drives paint, puts up an awkward shot. It won't go. Tipped up by Simo. It won't go. And the rebound off to Western Wyoming, and we're going to have a foul on Simo from behind trying to dive and knock the ball loose. So Anthony Simo will pick up his first. That'll be the team's 4th, and it'll be Western Wyoming to inbound at three-quarter court here. Well, no, they're going to put him back down on the baseline now as it was inside the free throw line extended. Boggs takes the inbound from Christian Adun. Boggs, near side Chambers. Chambers right back to Boggs in front of the WNCC bench. Out to Garang. Chambers looking for a cutter down low, blocked off pretty well. Boy, we're going to have a big battle down low. The ball taken in by Adun. Now off to McPhee. He'll hit the 10-footer. McPhee pulled up on a drive and makes it a 1-point game, 14-13. WNCC by 1. Elijah Bernie across. Fakes right, goes left, comes into the paint, draws the foul. Nice move by Bernie to get into the paint area, and all kinds of defenders come collapsing over for Western Wyoming. And it's just a choice who's going to be called. It'll be Chambers with his first. Be a shooting foul for Elijah Bernie. Freshman out of Las Vegas. It'll be the first free throws he's attempted in the ball game. Averages 3.6 points, 1.5 rebounds. And 70% from the stripe so far this year. 1 point WNCC lead here in the first half. Free throw goes in for Bernie. So he gets his name in the scorebook. Bernie has scored in 11 of the now 17 games that he's played in. Played in every game. We have a sub getting ready for Western Wyoming, I think. Kind of took Bernie off of the line for a moment, but now he'll go back up there now and get the basketball from the official to shoot again. WNCC by a pair, 15-13. And he'll hit this one. Swished it home to make it 16-13. WNCC. Garang inbounds to a Dunn. Back to Garang. Now Kyle handling it. Brings it forecourt. Boggs. And the ball's taken away. Now they're going to call kicking, I think, as defensively that time the ball tipped by Easterly's foot, I think, before they could get the interception. Good call by the official to pick that up, and the whistle stops a fast break opportunity for WNCC. Garang comes out of the ball game. Amari Vindolia, 6'4" freshman out of Hawaii, comes in for Western Wyoming. Boggs will get it into Vindolia. Now Boggs takes the handoff right back, flips a pass that's deflected and intercepted. The drive, the layup won't go. Bernie tips it in after Galatia missed the shot. So Bernie now with a quick 4 points. Makes it 18-13. WNCC. Boggs, Kyle. Kyle one dribble. Goes into the corner to Vindolia. Boggs again, now Kyle left side. Trying to maneuver, will fake a handoff, has to go outside with it to Amari Vindolia. Shot clock at 7, knocked away by Bernie, picked up by Vindolia. Vindolia drives to the left side, comes into the middle, it's rejected, but then tipped in. Was it not a shot clock violation? Nope, guess not. That's what Billy Ingles coming out to ask. Did he tip it before it was a shot clock violation? We're going to hold off and see here as the officials talk for a minute about that they are going to rule the 2 points there. Vindolia had taken the shot and it missed, then was tipped as the shot clock went off, but it went in. That'll be 2 points for Western Wyoming. Not disputing it. I was just trying to set everything up there as they ruled that the tip was before the shot clock, so it was a legitimate play there. Helping to bring you the broadcast today, J.G. Elliott Insurance Center. Our experienced agents and tailored coverage help protect the unexpected. And Ryan's Welding sells PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Just a short time out there as Steve Sosa took it after they got that tip in to trail by 3. 9:44 remaining in the half as WNCC takes it. Bernie in has scored 4 points, coming in for Maurice Walker, who picked up a technical and then a foul early in the game, so he's been on the bench since. Here's Easterly, drives, dishes into the corner. Galatia doesn't have his feet under him, misses the 3, but Simo has the rebound. Simo is going to be doubled, and finally a foul is going to be called. People were hammering away at him pretty good inside. He had the strength to hold on, and Micah Pierce will pick up the foul, his first. So it'll be inbounded on the right side by Bernie with 20 on the shot clock. 18-15 WNCC on the game clock. Galatia takes the inbound, goes to Easterly. Easterly trying to advance, can't, goes out to Nation. Nation with 5 early in the game has only taken a couple 3 shots. Good pressure on him outside. He'll flip it left side. Bernie steps back with 4 on the shot clock, misses the 3. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Western Wyoming, and it'll be WNCC with it again. We are going to see Willie Wilson back in, J.J. Harris in, Stephen Ovia in for WNCC. Looks like we'll see Easterly staying in the ball game. And let's see who's hiding over there. Nation will be the other to stay. Ball comes in to J.J. Harris. Harris will be doubled out on top, so he'll pass the ball to Easterly. Easterly trying to wave people away. Tough man-to-man defense here by Western Wyoming. Here's Nation to the hoop. He'll put it in. Softly off the glass. Caden Nation makes it a 20-15 game. 8:43 to go, clock running, first half of play. WNCC with the lead. Kyle to the left side, his pass taken away. Boy, great defense by Willie Wilson as he just took it away. Gets it down low, Harris lays it in. Harris makes it 22-15 after the 7th turnover against Western Wyoming. Now the drive down low, it's knocked free, picked up however by Pierce. He'll put it up, it misses. Rebound taken off by Western Wyoming and a foul against WNCC, as a couple of close-in shots did not go for Western Wyoming, but the second attempts get them to the line. The foul will go against Ovia, and that'll be his first of the game. At the line, Eddie McPhee. He has a 2, a 3, and misses the free throw. That's his first attempt of the game. Pierce has 5, McPhee has 5. Nation has 7, Ovia has 6 for WNCC. One more free throw coming for the 6'7" sophomore out of Denver. This one does go in, so McPhee has a free throw, a 2, and a 3-pointer to his credit. Breaks a run by WNCC. It's 22-16. WNCC leading it. Easterly, leisurely across. They'll come to the near side and put a double on him, so he'll get it to Harris. Harris maneuvering in on the right side, Euro step, and he'll hit a tough one there. Boy, hands in his face, makes it 24-16 WNCC. We're inside 8 minutes to go. Chambers, right side, Vindolia. Out to McPhee, his 3 won't go. Rebound, fought for, and that was all Pierce in his second effort for Western Wyoming. Get the ball low, and Vindolia will lay it in. That was Pierce's second effort to make it possible to 24-18. Nation crosses over. Easterly in the corner, and he traveled with it. Couldn't make up his mind what to do with that one and dragged the foot. Only the third turnover against WNCC. Western Wyoming has 7, but WNCC with a 6-point lead right now, 24-18. It'll be Trevon Chambers to bring it across. Chambers to Vindolia in front of the WNCC bench. Off to McPhee. Here's the alley-oop down low, and it's missed, but it'll be a foul and 2 shots coming for McPhee. He really got off the ground. WNCC recognized the play, but could not get in front of that one in time, and Bernie will pick up the foul, I think. No, they're going to say Ovia. So that'll be the second on Ovia. They come about 1 minute and 8 seconds apart, and McPhee will go back to the line to shoot here for Western Wyoming. He just hit 1 out of 2. He'll make the first, has one more coming. 24-19. Now we're going to see Simo in. Ovia comes out for WNCC. McPhee waiting for his second free throw attempt here. He's a 78% free throw shooter on the season. Averages 13.1 points per ball game. He had a dozen in the win in Rock Springs. This one hangs, comes away. Rebound taken by Simo. WNCC quickly up. That'll be Caden launching and hitting another 3. Boy, he's in doubles already. 27-19. Inside 7 minutes to go now in the first half of play. McPhee with it, cut off, passes back outside. Here comes a drive on the baseline. Ooh, nice pass out to Vindolia. He'll jump a pass in the corner. McPhee hits the 3. Boy, he has hit a couple of threes, couple of free throws. 27-22, WNCC. Nation will try it again and hit it again. 30-22, 6.5 minutes to go, first half. Nation, 13 points in the half out of the 30 for WNCC. Chambers between the circles with it. He'll start to the left side, but cut off. He'll back away. Now goes to the left side again. Hands on the weave to McPhee. Pierce with it outside the circle. One dribble, gives it up. He'll find the Chambers, puts up a long 3 as the shot clock expires, and the rebound taken off by Harris. Harris, flip it down low, and he'll put it in. The assist to Galatia, and Harris makes it 32-22, taken away again. Here comes the drive into the paint. The runner goes in. That was Easterly scoring, and it's 34-22. With 5.5 minutes to go, first half. 3 subs waiting for Western Wyoming to come in next time the clock stops. Vindolia can't do anything with it. He'll give it to Chambers. Chambers way outside the arc, favoring the left side. Cuts by the right side after a Pierce screen. Now Kyle, it's knocked away but picked up by McPhee. He'll put up a 10-footer. It won't go, and we're going to have a foul. Simo got the rebound. He had good positioning, I think, but let's see. No, they're going to call that one on Simo. Wow. So he'll have his second personal foul. And it's going to be timeout taken here. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the half. 34-22, WNCC on the Wesco scoreboard. Helping to bring you the ball game today, Viera Wireless. They have hometown roots, global reach. Viera Wireless in Scotts Bluff. And Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh, is at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. Foul was called on Simo. That was the 7th, so that means Pierce will shoot for Western Wyoming. 34-22, biggest lead for WNCC now at a dozen. It's a 1-and-1 situation for Pierce. He's a 74%er. He misses. Rebound taken by WNCC. Nation will bring it across. He's been hot here in the first half. Freshman out of Peoria, Illinois, a highly recruited player out of high school. Out of that talent-rich Illinois high school programs. Here's the lob down low. Very bad pass, and it's intercepted by McPhee. Turnover, and Western Wyoming has it, but it's taken right back by Nation. He'll get the ball ahead, and a layup for Willie Wilson, and he's fouled from behind. It'll be a chance at an and one. See, that'll be a new player in, Demetrius Davenport, who picks up the foul for Western Wyoming. 6'4" sophomore out of Rock Springs, hometown guy, 4.9 points, 2.9 rebounds for him on the season, but picks up his first foul there, and Wilson will go to the line with a chance for the three-point opportunity here. 36-22. It misses. Rebound, Simo. WNCC, another possession. Here's the lob down low, the drive, the fake. The shot goes in for Wilson under extreme pressure, and it's 38-22 with 4.5 minutes to go. WNCC. Boggs spins around, takes it back outside as he was unable to take it to the rack. Now he goes left side, gives to Garang, who's back in, and that's traveling. Called against Demetrius Davenport. So he's had a couple of mistakes here early. The foul and now the turnover. 4:16 to go. 16-point WNCC lead. And I have 11 turnovers now in Western Wyoming in the half. That's uncharacteristic of them. Harris takes the inbound, flips it right back to Easterly. Easterly against a man-to-man defense, takes it right side. Feeds Nation on the block right side. He'll back his way in. Gets the defender up, turns, takes a tough one that's missed, but the rebound, Simo. Now Nation with it again. He'll hook it back outside. They'll set the offense. Harris, well, we say set the offense. He'll bury the three-pointer. 41-22 all of a sudden. WNCC running away with it. Here's Boggs to the right side. Cut off, has to go out to the new guy in, Pepe Savic, out of Serbia. He can't do anything with it. He'll give it away. Now they'll get it down low to Savic, and he'll be run into. Harris jumped for the block, and Savic was waiting on the pump fake there. Harris will pick up the foul. It'll put Savic at the line. Pepe Savic, a 6'7" sophomore out of Serbia. He averages 1.2 points. He'll have 2 free throws coming here. Now, one of their players, a freshman out of Lithuania, Gividas Laurentius, not suited today. He's hurt, but he only averages nothing. DeBoer averages 2.5. David DeBoer out of Casper, he's not playing either, but not a lot of points or rebounds out of those two. WNCC has it after the missed free throw. Harris, who just hit a 3, dribbles a couple of times, looking low, gets it into Simo. Simo will turn, jump hook partially blocked. It goes off the iron anyway. Davenport rebounds. Here's the alley-oop far side. It's saved in bounds. Garang turns. He'll miss the shot. Rebounds on the court. Davenport comes up with it for Western Wyoming. Savage, Boggs into the corner. Garang fakes a 3, drives, misses the shot. Rebound taken by WNCC. Get it on ahead. Here's Wilson to the rack. It's knocked away. He'll pick it up. It's a block foul against Western Wyoming. Boggs will pick it up. I believe he was probably inside the arc when the contact was made to make it a little easier for the official because, as we've always talked, block, charge, the toughest ones to call in the game. 2:34 to go, 41-22, WNCC. Believe it or not, it was 27-22 with about 6:40 to go in the half. Right now, 41-22. Free throw misses, so Wilson now 0 for 2. Usually hits about 70% of his free throws. So right now, a 14-0 run by WNCC. Wholesale subs, both directions. Ovia in. Looks like Bernie's back in. Of course, Wilson shooting. Galatia. And let's see, Harris does stay for WNCC. Free throw skips out, but the rebound taken by Ovia. He'll fall down, however, in traffic, and that'll mean traveling. He got a rebound, but then a travel. And it'll be Western Wyoming with the ball with 2:32 remaining. We're in the first half of action, and all of a sudden the biggest lead, a 19-pointer by WNCC. Davenport will inbound it. Davenport takes the pass back from a Dunn. Now into the forecourt to Garang. Garang in traffic, gets it to Boggs. Boggs trying to get him organized, put people in the right spot, continues to dribble. Ball knocked free but recovered. Wilson was on him defensively. Now high post Savage. Savage is open for the three-pointer, but it's off iron, and the rebound taking it right at the rim was Willie Wilson. Wilson, left side, Harris. Harris is going to launch. It was partially blocked, and it'll be a foul, so 3 shots coming as Kaysen Boggs is going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. So Boggs with 3, and that puts Harris at the line for a marathon here. He'll shoot 3. Hasn't shot any in the game so far. He hit 67% on the season, averaging 11.6 points this year. He'll put the first one in. He's in doubles with 10. Nation is in doubles with 13. McPhee has 10 for Western Wyoming. 42-22. Now 43-22 as he gets the second one to go. Still has one coming. Remember, he was fouled in the act. Sub comes in for WNCC. That's Nation. So Harris had to wait a minute. Now puts it up. It'll skip out. So 43-22, WNCC. Davenport with it. Out to Savage. Here comes Boggs. Boggs drives. Underhand scoop won't go. He'll go to the line and will shoot a pair as Galatia is going to pick up the foul here. Minute 50 to go in the half. First on Junior Galatia. At the line, Kaysen Boggs. He's made one of the 2 free throws he's attempted in the game so far. Made the first, missed the second. That was early in the first half. This one rolls around a while and goes in. So Boggs gets the first, has one more coming, and that breaks a 16-0 run by WNCC. There's a minute 50 to go in the half. He'll hit again. So 43-24, WNCC a 19-point lead. Their biggest has been 21. Bernie takes the inbound. Near side, goes to the far side, comes back to Nation on the weave. Now Harris, now Bernie. Bernie at the free throw line, comes into the paint, puts it up. It won't go. Tipped around, taken off now by Adun of Western Wyoming. Adun will bring it across himself, and he'll slam it home. That should have been a technical against Adun. Yes, they will call him. He had a great dunk there, but then had some words and shoved Western Nebraska player. So he'll pick up the technical with a minute 28 to go. Both teams have had one in the game now. And it'll be a free throw for J.J. Harris. Well, it looks for free throws, I should say, because a technical on a player on the court. Harris just hit 2 out of 3 when he was fouled in the act of a 3. He'll put this one home. One more coming, remember. 44-26, WNCC, surprisingly huge lead. That one bounces around a while but goes in. And it's 45-26. Western Nebraska, minute 28. And now the ball out of bounds. So Adun with a big play there. And he probably be talked to by Steve Sosa at halftime, the coach for Western Wyoming. High post, Ovia. Ovia to Galatia. Nation with it. Nation feeds Ovia in the paint. He'll take the drop step and put it home. Ovia hits to make it 47-26. Minute 5 to go. Davenport, Savage, Adun into the paint, and he'll hit a 5-footer. Nice soft touch on that one as he got it over the outstretched arms of the defenders. Here's Bernie with it. Bernie to the right side has the big 6'7" Savage on him. Still dribbling around. Shot clock at 17, game clock at 42. WNCC leading it 47-28. Now Bernie drives left side, puts up an underhand scoop that won't go. Rebound taken off by Chambers of Western Wyoming. Chambers shovels to Adun. He'll come to the hoop, miss the shot, but it's stuffed home by Chok Garang, the Australian, for his first 2 points of the game. 47-30. WNCC leads it. We're in the final 10 seconds of the half. Harris dribbling it around out on top. Now comes to the right side in a hurry, spins into the paint, dumps it to Ovia, and we're going to have an offensive foul called against WNCC. I think Harris will be called for this one. Yes, it'll be J.J. Harris as the defender was set, and with 3 seconds to go, a turnover on WNCC will give Western Wyoming the ball. Garang tumbled hard. He's up. Steve Sosa looks to see if he's okay and says, how about we bring somebody in for you? So with 3.1 seconds, Davenport will inbound. They have a lot of people at the timeline to try and take this one in. Demetrius flips it to Savage. He'll take an NBA 3 that misses everything. And at intermission, it's all WNCC, but that's courtesy of a 16-0 run to lead it 47-30 on the Wesco scoreboard.
They're still offering 25% of all apparel and gift items, and they'll be open until the end of halftime. Stands for your halftime entertainment. We present the Cougar Dance Squad performing to ECDC's Thunderstruck.
WNCC with the lead at halftime by a score of 47-30. We're going to visit with the women's coach first. Isaac Liu will join us here on the halftime as WNCC losing in the women's game, but leading here in the men's game. And Isaac, we talked earlier about this Western Wyoming team causing you difficulties. You had an 11-point lead twice, yet they come away with the win. That had to hurt.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a tough one, especially, they got the job done without probably two of their best players.
Yeah.
One hurt. I think one season is over as well due to injury. So, we have to be able to find a way to dig deeper and, be tougher when we're going through adversity. I think that was the main thing.
Yeah. Shooting-wise, again, a tough game. They mixed it up well on defense, did some different things, but I thought your team reacted to that well and organized themselves, but just all of a sudden that second half couldn't get any points in.
No, that's what they do really well is mix up defenses. I thought I could have maybe adjusted quicker, use the timeout to, get us into something that would be more effective. They do a really good job at that. So, again, while we didn't, necessarily get rattled by their, mix-ups and, what defenses they were running, maybe we could have done a bit. We weren't necessarily able to get good baskets, right away.
Yeah, the offense just struggled there for a long time. In fact, second half you scored a combined 27 points, and they had 43. So obviously the difference in the game right there.
Yeah, I don't
what
really
can
know what
you
to say about that.
Yeah, I know, I agree.
You give up 43 points and a half, it's going to be hard to win any basketball game.
Yeah, well, have a chance to bounce back, but it'll be a tough one at Casper on Friday. And I guess I'll ask because I'm planning on going on that one. Do we know what time we're leaving yet on that one?
I think we leave right around noon, maybe a little bit later than that.
Okay, well, I'll check with you later to make sure on that. But we'll look forward to seeing that one. We know Casper's a good team. Should be a good battle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how our girls bounce back from it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Isaac Liu along with us, the women's coach for WNCC at halftime. We'll look at this men's game and the halftime stats when we come back.
Where it began, I can't begin to
You can take that if you want. Okay.
wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who would believe you'd come along? Touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe that never was, but now I look at the night and the dawn seems so lonely. We fill it all up with only two. And when I hurt, burden runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching.
WNCC men leading it at halftime by a 47-30 score. We had 3 lead changes very early, then another one. First tie was at 9-all, second tie was at 11, and since then there hasn't been a tie. WNCC jumped out 20-15, 22-15. Then it was 24-19 with 7:09 to go. WNCC, when they led 27-22 with 6:40 to go, went on a 16-0 run, leading at 43-22 with 2:02 to go. So in 4 minutes and 38 seconds, outscored Western Wyoming 16-0. After that, teams traded back and forth, and at halftime, it's a 17-point WNCC lead. When we look at the stats, they're courtesy of Dr. Levi Bolin at Advantage Chiropractic in Scottsbluff, treating all of your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Call today for an appointment. Start to get back to better health at Advantage Chiropractic, 633-1425. Let's go ahead and look at the scoring in this one for Western Wyoming. They've been led by Eddie McPhee. 10 points for him. He's 2 for 4 at the line. A 2-pointer and 2 threes for the 6'7" sophomore. Then it's 8 points for Christian Adun, all from the floor. 5 points, Micah Pierce. He had 20 last time. He's 0 for 1 at the line, has a 2 and a 3 to his credit. Then the scoring goes to 3 points for Kason Boggs on 3 of 4 free throwing, 2 points for Chak Garang, 2 for Amari Vendolia. Playing but not scoring, Demetrius Davenport, Trevon Chambers, Jackson Kyle, and Pepe Savic, who's 0 for 1 at the line. Kyle, great outside shooter. He had 16 the last time, averages 9.6, is scoreless at halftime. So 6 have scored in the ball game for Western Wyoming, but they have 4 that are scoreless right now at intermission. We'll look at Western Nebraska's scoring when we come back. WNCC leads it at halftime, 47-30. Already in doubles, a pair with 13 for WNCC, Caden Nation and J.J. Harris. Nation has hit 3 threes, 2 twos for his 13. Harris has hit a 3, 3 twos, and is 4 of 5 in free throwing in the game. Next with 8, Stephen Ovia, all from the floor. 4 points, Elijah Burney. He's 2 for 2 in free throwing with a fielder. Willie Wilson with 4. He's 0 for 2 in free throwing with a couple of fielders. 3 points for Maurice Walker on a 3. He picked up a technical for taunting after hitting that 3. And then on the next time down court defensively picked up 1. So with 16:02 to go, he went to the bench and has not been in since. He had that 3-pointer early. He had 17 points at Torrington Monday night on 5 threes and a 2-pointer. 2 points for Travis Easterly. Elijah Burney has 4. He's 2 for 2 at the line. Playing but not scoring, Junior Galatia and Anthony Simo. 9 have played, 7 have scored. Western Wyoming, 10 have played, and 6 have scored. We'll look at some of the team stats when we come back. Western Nebraska leading Western Wyoming 47-30 on the Wesco scoreboard. WNCC leading Western Wyoming 47-30 thanks to a 16-0 run that took 4 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock with 6:40 until 2:02 to go in the half. Looking at some team stats here, rebounding. Western Wyoming has a 23-22 lead. Their leading rebounder has been Eddie McPhee. WNCC has Anthony Simo with 6 and Caden Nation with 4. One of the big stats, 5 steals for WNCC, 1 for Western Wyoming. Turnovers, 11 on Western Wyoming, 6 against WNCC. Shooting-wise, total field goals, 34.5% for Western Wyoming, 49% for WNCC. On three-pointers, Western Wyoming, 3 of 12 for 25%. Two-pointers, 8 of 20 for 40%. WNCC, 5 of 13 outside the arc. That's 39%. And 13 of 24 on twos for 54%. Off of turnovers, WNCC has an 11-1 advantage in the game right now. And second chance points, 9-5 WNCC. And off the bench, 6-4. WNCC. So some slight additions there, but it's been Nation and Harris with 13 each to lead WNCC and get them this convincing lead. But the women for WNCC had an 8-point lead at halftime, ended up losing by 8. Their second loss of the year, both to Western Wyoming. They're now 15-2 and go to Casper Friday, and that one against a team that picked up votes in the national poll this week, so we know it'll be a tough one up there. WNCC ended up beating Casper in the first semester here, and that one was a battle back in early December. In fact, the 1st of December, 75-69. So we'll have to see how that one turns out, but as the coach, Isaac Liu, said on the interview here at halftime of the men's game, be interesting to see how the women bounce back from this one. Second half's right around the corner, 47-30 WNCC. WNCC leads it by 17 at halftime. Western Wyoming will inbound to start on the alternating possession here in the second half. Maurice Walker back in for WNCC. Only played the first 3 minutes and 58 seconds, then set with foul trouble. Boggs off to Kyle. He'll take a 3 that won't go. Rebound taken by J.J. Harris out of a crush of players. He'll get it ahead to Wilson. Wilson has it knocked free. It'll be saved by Nation from going over and back as it went off of a Cougar foot there. It would have been over and back. Harris holds on to it. Now Nation left side. Nation will square to the hoop. Jumps a pass inside. It was taken away. The pick and roll to Ovia didn't work. Here's the alley-oop, and it'll miss, but going to the line will be Western Wyoming's Caden Nation. Picks up the foul. He prevented the alley-oop. Second time a foul against WNCC on the alley-oop pass on the fast break attempt there. It was well organized, and Eddie McPhee will go to the line to shoot for Western Wyoming. WNCC with a turnover on their opening possession of the half. 19:23 remaining in the game. McPhee is 2 out of 4 at the free throw line. Normally 78% free throw shooter. He'll put this one in. has one more coming. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That'll make it 47-31. Second shot for the sophomore from Denver upcoming here. And he'll get this one to go home. So 47-32. Harris takes the inbound from Ovia. Comes into the forecourt against a man-to-man defense. Adun picks Harris up. He'll go to Nation, far side. Now Wilson. And Wilson bumped into by Micah Pierce. And Pierce will get his second personal foul. Be inbounded in front of the WNCC bench by Walker. Walker will flip it into the backcourt. Harris has it. And now brings it into the forecourt again with 15 on the shot clock. Harris skips it down low. Nation with it. Nation feeds baseline. Nice shot by Wilson. Somehow he got it over the defenders to score. And it's 49-32. WNCC with the lead. They're on defense. Boggs signaling where he wants players to set up against the man-to-man. Boggs takes it to the right side. Here comes McPhee. The roller won't go. Rebound taken inside, however, by Adun, and he'll score. He's in doubles. 49-34. Harris, Nation, he'll launch a high-arching three and bury it. 52-34. WNCC, 18 minutes, 18 seconds remain. Boggs, left side. Pulls up for a 15-footer. It rattles out. Rebound fought for. Adun has it for Western Wyoming. Here's Kyle for three. It rattles out. He's still not hitting from outside like he normally does. He's scoreless in the game. Averages right at double digits. Here's Walker. Walker into the corner to Harris. He'll turn. Takes a quick three. Didn't really have his feet under him, I don't think. It misses. Rebound Boggs. Western Wyoming into the forecourt. Kyle. Adun. Kyle again between the circles. 20 on the shot clock as he tries to organize things. Now goes to Pierce outside the circle into McPhee. 15-footer goes in. Eddie McPhee, leading scorer now for Western Wyoming, makes it a 52-36 ball game. Nation, who just hit a three, handles it. Works right side, hooks the pass off to Wilson. His high-arching three goes in. Boy, he has 5 this half. It's 55-36. Kyle, McPhee again. Back out to Kyle. Pass inside, knocked away by Ovia, picked up by Pierce, and he'll score. Pierce off glass to score. Steve Sosa wants timeout for Western Wyoming. 16:53 to go, 55-38. WNCC on the West Coast scoreboard. WNCC has the ball following the timeout. Nation gets it into Ovia. He'll jump a pass to Walker near side. Walker gets it down to Ovia, fumbled it, gets it back, turns into the middle, and a foul's going to be called against Western Wyoming, I think, here, as they were kind of pushing his feet away. Yes, it'll go against Western Wyoming. And I think Jackson Kyle. Have to wait and see here. I was screened off. No, they're going to say Pierce, and that's his third. 20 on the shot clock as Nation takes the inbound. Works to the near side, goes behind the back on the dribble, launches the three. It's off the back iron. Rebound Kyle of Western Wyoming. On ahead, it's McPhee. Into the corner, Adoon set. It'll rattle out on the three-point attempt. Walker has the rebound and a foul called against Pierce. If I'm not mistaken, he was the rebounder there, or they're going to call this the other way. Yeah, they're going to call it on WNCC, so Boggs will be inbounding down on the left baseline. Foul goes against WNCC Stephen Ovia. That's his third. Now the ball in is thrown away. It's taken deep in the backcourt, however, by Kyle. Saved a turnover for Western Wyoming there. Boggs with it. Shot clock at 8. Near side open is Garang. His three misses. He'll follow in, get his own rebound. That was knocked free from him. Scrambled. And Western Wyoming with the ball. Bodies sprawled all over the floor. And WNCC is going to pick up the foul. That'll be Simo with his third, as WNCC trying to come up with a loose ball that just seemingly was greased. Now 20 on the shot clock. Boggs inbounds to McPhee. It's taken away by Walker. Turnover, long pass ahead to Harris. He'll try an alley-oop off of the backboard. Got a little too crazy on that one, and here comes Western Wyoming the other way, and Wilson will be called for a foul as the numbers in favor of Western Wyoming there, and Wilson has his first personal foul. Another turnover on WNCC there. We're going to have a timeout taken. 15:38 to go. 55-38. WNCC on the Wesco scoreboard.
Timeout call on the floor.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff proudly supports the WNCC Cougars. Dr. Levi Bolin can treat all your chiropractic needs. Call Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture at 633-1425. And for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. WNCC led it at halftime 47-30 thanks to a 16-0 run with about 6 minutes to go, 6:40 to go in the half until the 2:02 mark. It was a 16-0 advantage for WNCC, as that was the decisive part of the half. Now we'll see if Western Wyoming can put a run on of their own. Remember, they're 11-5 on the year. They own a win against WNCC, 81-74. And the timeout had been taken. The officials call all of the Western Nebraska players out to the timeline. 2 of the officials go over to the official score table to sort something out. Not sure what it is here. Both teams had come out, then went back to their respective benches. Now WNCC heads back over. Assistant coach Kyle Kensey along with head coach Billy Engel talking with their team. I'm not sure exactly what the situation is here as to why the uncertainty. Highway 92 pit stop, Velveeta's gas station and convenience store, is ready to serve you. And Intralinks, supporting computer systems in the Panhandle for over 20 years, is one of our sponsors. With the team at Intralinks, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity. And Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs, helping to bring you the broadcast today. Still 2 of the 3 officials over at the official score table, one standing with the basketball out near the center jump circle as we await whatever the decisions are. Both coaches taking advantage of this extra time to get a few more words of instruction into their teams. Right now, WNCC has scored 8 points this half, same as Western Wyoming. And we've played 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Now one of the officials comes over to talk to Steve Sosa, the Western Wyoming coach, for a moment. He nods agreement with whatever it is. So a timeout. Again, in the women's game, 24th ranked WNCC women upset by Western Wyoming 75-67. Second time this year we've seen a win by Western Wyoming over WNCC. Last night, Western Wyoming lost at 25th ranked NJC in Sterling, Colorado. Of course, next week's the start of South Sub-Region play. WNCC opens at Lamar on Monday, and then they're home on Friday and Saturday for South Sub-Region games. That'll be Trinidad Friday night and Otero on Saturday afternoon. Both men's and women's play on that one. Well, we have a technical that had been called here apparently against WNCC, and a free throw trickles out for Garang. It hesitated for a while and then stubbornly refused to go in. And this one rolls around a while and then goes in. So he had two that were a flip of the coin, and he got 1 out of 2. So the ball will be inbounded now by Western Wyoming down on the block. 55-39, 15:38 remaining. And apparently a technical there against somebody for WNCC. Not sure if Wilson had picked the one up at 15:38. I'm not sure if he was the one assessed with the other one, but they don't show 2 for him on the board. Well, we're ready to go regardless, and here is Chambers to inbound it. He'll get it down low. Kyle misses, but it'll be tipped in by Adun. And Kyle still scoreless in this game. That makes it 55-41 with 15.5 minutes to go. Here's Wilson. Wilson to the rack. He'll score. And 1. Wilson taking it with the left hand all the way, draws the foul from Jackson Kyle, and has a chance to get that lead back up for WNCC. They haven't put the points up for Western Wyoming yet. Now they do, as the official came over. I think some encouragement from Steve Sosa there to get the adding machine out. And it is 57-41. So Wilson in doubles after that layup. Chance to add to it here with a free throw. He does so. So the old-fashioned three-point play makes it 58-41. WNCC, just over 15 minutes to go in the game. Garang across for Western Wyoming. Kyle, now Chambers. Chambers out near the center jump circle, dribbles to the right side. Walker on him defensively. Garang. Adun. Adun 2 dribbles, gives up the dribble, finds Kyle. Onto the baseline. McPhee turns, hits the 15-footer. He had a dozen the last time. He has 15 in this one. 58-43. 15 minutes to go, just under, and a 15-point lead for WNCC. Wilson, Walker, Harris. Harris flips it over on the side. Wilson drives in, puts it up and in with a sweet move. He's in doubles for the 7th straight game. 60-43 WNCC, 14.5 minutes to go. Ball swatted. Kyle gets it back, and he'll hit this one to break a long scoreless streak for him. He scores with 14:20 to go in the game. Averages 9.6. He had 16 the last time. 60-46. WNCC with the lead. Caden Nation back in. He'll work left. Sets up, hits the three-pointer. McPhee slumps his shoulders as they thought they had good defense on him, and Nation scores. McPhee out to Chambers. Chambers will take it into the paint, puts it off the glass for 2. His first 2 points. So the last 2 times down, we have had 2 players who were scoreless for Western Wyoming get the lid off. 63-48, WNCC. Inside 13 and a half minutes to go now as Nation feeds low on the block, spinning. Wilson scores. Boy, Wilson now with 16 points in the ball game. His high is 18 this year. 65-48, WNCC with the lead. Chambers dishes in the corner, wide open three. Banked in from the corner. How do you do that one? Garang has the points. He's doubled his point total from 3 to 6. Walker gives to Nation. Nation can't advance, so he'll give to Wilson out between the circles. Now backs away near the center jump circle. Comes left side. Wheeling, dealing, launches, comes off short on the three, but it's saved by Simo to Wilson. Wilson drives in, goes to Simo. He wasn't expecting the pass. Turnover as WNCC gives it up. Long pass, and the ball stripped away from Garang as he goes up. What defense by J.J. Harris to time it perfectly. WNCC trying to protest. The ball went off of Garang's knee, but they won't win that argument. We've got a timeout. 12:37 to go. 65-51 WNCC on the West Coast scoreboard.
We thank them all for their continued support of Cougar Athletics. Don't forget, fans, both Cougar teams are back in full-court action Friday, January 19th, as they welcome the Trojans of Trinidad State College. Women's game scheduled to tip off at 5:30, with men's action scheduled to begin at 7:30. Make sure to mark your calendars down for more Cougar basketball action.
WNCC leads at 65-51. Timeout was taken there. 12:37 to go. WNCC with only 2 players scoring in this half. But Wilson has a dozen this half, and Nation has 6. So that's their 18 points, while 6 different players have scored for Western Wyoming. Garang has 4 this half, Chambers 2, Adun has 4, Kyle has 3, McPhee has 5, Pierce has 2. So WNCC not giving up huge totals to anybody other than Adun. He's over his average by nearly 50%. He averages 8.4. He has 12 in this one. McPhee just over his average now with 15. The ball inbounded low to Pierce, and Pierce is going to be called for traveling. He was surrounded. Had to look like Custer at Little Bighorn there, as there wasn't a familiar face in sight, and he shuffled his feet. Wilson taps the ball back to Harris, who inbounded it. Harris across on the inbound with 12 and a half minutes to go now. WNCC leading it by 14. Harris finds Walker. Walker throws a pass low to Wilson. Behind the back, no look to Simo. He'll get it to Nation. Nation drives, puts it off the glass and in as he's fouled. Nation becoming just an offensive force in this second semester. Adun will pick up the foul. That will be his second of the ball game. And Nation with 21. He had 20 on Monday. That ties his season high against College of Southern Idaho, and he has now surpassed that when he puts the free throw home. 68-51 WNCC. Chambers brings it across at a slow pace. Starts left, now comes back to the right, not really trying to advance it to the hoop. Now he'll pick the pace up, stops at the free throw line, hands it away to Kyle. His three-pointer won't go, but he's going to be fouled and will go to the line to shoot a trio of free throws as the foul goes against Maurice Walker, and that will be his third of the ball game. Had 2 in the first 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Didn't play any more of the first half. Now picks up his third, and Kyle at the line puts the free throw in. Again, Kyle scoreless at halftime. He had 16 the last time, so quite a difference, and didn't score until he hit a three-pointer with 14:20 to go. But now he drills 2 straight free throws, has 1 more coming. That makes it 68-53 with another toss coming for the sophomore out of Sterling, Colorado. Interesting. He'll hit this one. So it's 68-54. WNCC with the lead. Easterly will come into the ball game, and he'll handle the ball on the point. Near side, Simo. Harris, Nation. Nation skips a pass in the corner to Easterly, fakes the three, fakes the drive, gives it to Harris. Shot clock now at 10 as Harris comes to the left side, shovels it down in the corner. Good feed down to Simo. He was covered, so he passed it off to Wilson for an unopposed layup. What a feed for the assist. Here's Jackson. Jackson misses the shot inside, and the rebound whistled around. Caden has it. Caden Nation has it, and it'll be out of bounds off of Western Wyoming. Well, a lot of contact there. Nothing was called, and then finally the ball knocked out of bounds by Western Wyoming. WNCC has it with 11:14 to go. Boggs in, Kyle out for Western Wyoming. 70-54 WNCC. Wilson with 18, Nation 22. Nation handling the ball right now, backs away. Simo sets a screen for him. He drives to the right side, backs off, gives it to J.J. Harris. We're inside 11 minutes to go. Harris to the right side, skips a pass. It's tipped away. It'll be intercepted by Adun. Adun to the hoop, and he will score. And he's fouled, and Nation wants to stay away from Adun here as the officials get in the way. Officials get control of it here quickly. I'm not sure if they're going to call Adun for an intentional. Billy Engel's going to bring him out of the ball game anyway to keep tempers from getting too bad there. But Adun scored. He was fouled by Nation. Now the officials getting together to say if it was an intentional. And if so, is it an intentional 1 or an intentional 2, which could mean ejection? So we've got a timeout while they sort things out here. When you come through the door at Well Life Assisted Living in Scotts Bluff, you'll be treated like family. We're here to help you every step of the way in moving from a familiar environment. Welcome to the community at Well Life Assisted Living in Scotts Bluff. Quick Care Medical Services, one of our sponsors here in Scotts Bluff. They're here for all of life's little emergencies. You have a choice when it comes to your health care, and at Quick Care Walk-In Clinic, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scotts Bluff. Well, the bucket, which they still haven't put up on the scoreboard, should count for Adun. Now the official wants to call Billy Engel over to explain what they've had. Steve Sosa comes over. Neither coach heeded. They're just sitting there waiting to hear what the official has said. I think it's going more in favor of Western Wyoming because Steve Sosa nodding his head every time the official says something. And he points to the scoreboard now as they still haven't put the points up for WNC in this one, or for Western Wyoming in this one. Steve nods agreement, heads back over to gather his team together. Now the official goes over, and they do put the points up for Western Wyoming. That'll make it 70-56. We still have slightly more than half of the second half to play. And will Caden Nation, who picked up his second there, he's heading down to the locker room. So I'm thinking he has been hit with a flagrant. So there should be free throws coming here for Western Wyoming, and maybe a bunch, because Adun will have one for sure. Okay. So Nation is ejected for a flagrant 2. That means he will not play the first half of their next game either. So now Adun will be at the line to shoot. He was fouled on that play as he made the layup. And then they'll have the ball back. Steve Sosa asking the official about that. Okay. Because he made the hoop, so it should be a one-shotter, and I think that's what the official is just telling Steve right now. Hey, he made the layup, so he'll get one for this. So now the technical also, so it looks like Adun's going to shoot that. 70-56. This could get Western Wyoming back in the ball game. Free throw spins out, however, by Adun. He'll have one more coming because of the flagrant. This one bounces in, so 1 out of 2 for Adun. That gives him 15 points. He averages 8.4, so he's doing a good job offensively in this one. 6'7" sophomore out of England. It'll be Chambers to inbound, left side of the board for Western Wyoming. Looking low, can't get it there. He'll have to go out into the corner with it. Adun will handle it. Takes it between the circles, goes to Boggs. Boggs to the left side. Here comes a three-pointer. It won't go, however, for Western Wyoming. Rebound taken by WNCC. Shot attempted by Vindolia there. Here's Harris. His three spins out. And 3 players for Western Wyoming fighting for the rebound. And Adun is knocked out of bounds with the basketball. So WNCC will have the ball out of bounds. 70-57. Just under 10.5 to go in the ball game. WNCC will get the ball into Harris. He'll set up. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound taken by McPhee of Western Wyoming. He passes the ball off, and it's intercepted. Driving Easterly puts it off the glass, but it won't go. Rebound taken inside by Wilson, and he'll score. Turnover causes a problem. Now we'll have a foul against WNCC as they try and create another turnover. It's 72-57. And it will be Boggs going to the line. Boggs has 3 points on 3 out of 4 free throw shooting in the game. It's a 1-and-1 here. Let's see. Bernie comes in. Ovia comes in. We'll see Easterly still in there. Walker is in. And Wilson for WNCC. Boggs ready to shoot the free throw. Adun, McPhee, Chambers, and Vindolia in. The free throw misses, and WNCC with the basketball after the rebound. Passed off to Wilson. Now Bernie with it. Bernie bounces a pass on the wing. Easterly, Wilson, Bernie near side. Bernie trying to look low, but Simo, good job defensively against him. Can't get open. Here's Walker. Walker will launch a long three, but it skips out, and the rebound taken by McPhee of Western Wyoming. Boggs across. He'll find McPhee, who launches the three, but it's out. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will be off of WNCC. So it'll be Western Wyoming retaining possession. Here comes J.J. Harris in. Wilson will exit for WNCC, and Western Wyoming down on the far side to inbound it. It'll be, let's see, Boggs over there. I'm kind of screened off right now, but Boggs will get it into Adun. Chambers, near side, Vindolia. Vindolia to Adun. Adun puts it on the floor, travels with the basketball as he tried to skid to a stop. And it's the 14th turnover on Western Wyoming. 9:20 remains in the game. WNCC leads it by 15. Couple of subs. Kyle along with Garang for Western Wyoming here. Game not over by any sort. 11-5 Western Wyoming, averages 75.5. WNCC 82.8 though. Bernie. Walker. Here's Easterly on the left side. Top of the circle to Harris. Harris trying to wheel and deal, loses the handle but picks it back up. Now spins to the right side. He'll take a fadeaway from 15. It's off iron. Rebound taken by Kyle of Western Wyoming. Ahead to Boggs. 8:50 remaining in the ball game. Jackson Kyle near side Boggs. Boggs down on the block to McPhee. McPhee doubled, so outside to Garang, and Garang double dribbles the basketball. So turnovers a couple of times in a row here against the Western Wyoming Mustangs have given WNCC the basketball back. Down by the Western Wyoming bench is where it'll be inbounded by Easterly now. There's 8:40 remaining, 15-point WNCC lead. Bernie across. Bernie slowly to the left side, reverses a pass. Easterly on the right side. Now Harris. Harris, give and go down low. That's a Villa for the layup. He's in doubles. 74-57. 8:20 remaining. WNCC on defense. They have the lead. Boggs with it. Out to McPhee. Boggs again. Boggs will feed Vindolia. Boggs hasn't had a field goal in this one, but he'll make a three there. Boggs just doubled his point total from 3 to 6. 74-60. And a timeout taken by Western Wyoming. 74-60, 8:02 to go in the game on the West Coast scoreboard. WNCC leading at 74-60 over Western Wyoming. Helping to bring you the ball game, Trans Systems. It's a sweet haul in this sweet community. And Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto, one of our sponsors. We appreciate their support. Bring you Cougar athletics throughout the year. Next game will be Friday in Casper. Women will play against a team they beat by, a handful of points earlier this year. But playing at Casper, always a difficult time. 6 o'clock start, 5:45 on the pregame for that one. Easterly will inbound for WNCC after the made three by Boggs. Makes it a 14-point WNCC lead. Here's Bernie across with some pressure. He'll back away, draws a bit of a double team, so gets it to Easterly on the wing. Back out to Bernie. Man-to-man defense by Wyoming. They're trying to double the ball. Walker back out to Bernie. Shot clock at 10. Bernie drives, feeds it down low to Ovia. He'll turn, muscle the shot up, and draw the foul. He'll go to the line and will shoot a pair as McPhee will pick up his first personal of the ball game. So Stephen Ovia hasn't shot a free throw in the ball game. He'll have two coming here. And WNCC with a 14-point lead. And again, the officials being called over to the score table for a question there for a moment. Again, Caden Nation finishing with a career-high 22 was ejected on a flagrant foul call with 10:48 to go in the game. And because of that, won't see any action the rest of the way in this one, but also first half of the next game. Now, Christian Adun wants to report here for Western Wyoming if Ovia can hit the free throws. If the clock starts, he'll still be out, I believe. Now, official comes over to ask if he has been reported in properly. And Steve Sosa coming over to say, yeah, he should be. Yep. So Adun will come into the ball game. Or is he going out too? Not sure. Anyway, he's heading to the locker room. Probably just for, I don't know. Official came over to tell us for sure on the one on Nation, which we appreciate, because sometimes you're wondering what's going on. Ovia will hit the free throw as we finally resume play here. 4 in doubles for WNCC in this game now. Harris, 13, all in the first half. Ovia hits again. He's got a dozen in the game. WNCC leads it 76-60. 7.5 minutes to go. Here's Boggs to the left side with a left-handed dribble. Trying to use the screen. Now feeds down low on the block and is taken away. WNCC has it. Good defense by Harris. He'll flip the ball low. It's tipped away. Turnovers both directions. Here comes Western Wyoming. Ball comes off to Boggs. He'll jump it into the corner. Kyle fakes a three, drives, feeds down low. Ball stripped away. Bernie took it away from Garang. Into the forecourt. Bernie will be doubled, and we're going to have traveling called against Bernie. So he protests his case to the official, but he's not going to win this one. I think we're going to have timeout taken. Yep, 7 minutes to go exactly. 76-60. WNCC on the West Coast scoreboard.
Ideal living uniform, we take now their continued support of Cougar Athletics.
Right about now, the funk so rubber. Check it out now, the funk so rubber. Right about now, the funk so rubber. Check it out now, the funk so rubber. Right about now, the funk so rubber. Check it out now, the funk so rubber. Right about now, the funk so rubber. Right about
For the past 27 years, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to the Panhandle. They are the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. WNCC has led since that 16-0 burst with 6:40 remaining in the first half. With 2:02 to go, the smoke cleared, and it was 43-22 WNCC. And they have held that lead since. It was 47-30 at halftime. Right now, 16 at 76-60. Caden Nation ejected for a flagrant 2 foul. He's game high scorer with 22 right now. But Western Wyoming will have the ball following the timeout. Kyle to bring it across. Jackson Kyle has been held well in hand. Here's Boggs. He'll arrive to the hoop. Goes out to the free throw line with it. Now McPhee, his three won't go. Rebound taken off by Easterly. Easterly races up court on the right side, but cut off by Western Wyoming. Now J.J. Harris. Harris out to Bernie. Elijah Bernie. Handling it with 15 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time. 6.5 on the game clock. Bernie gets it back from Maurice Walker. Gives to Harris. Harris with 8 on the shot clock. Looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Here's Walker. He'll pull up, take a 17-footer, and hit it. His first 2. His 5th point. Get it down low, and Garang will dunk it for Western Wyoming. So 78-62. Western Nebraska with the basketball. They have the lead. We're at 6 minutes to go now. Bernie across. Garang on him defensively. Ball's knocked away, and that will be a foul against Garang. That'll be his second of the contest. So Chuck Garang, 6'6" sophomore out of Australia. Averages 3.8, had 4 points in that win at Rock Springs for Western Wyoming. He has 8 in this one, though, including a three-pointer. He's only an 18% three-point shooter. Wilson, Harris, and they'll throw the ball away. He thought Harris was going to be over there and perhaps a little bit taller, but he could not get to that one, and the 12th turnover against WNCC. 5:46 to go, 78-62 WNCC. Boggs, right-handed dribble across right in front of me on the right side as Western Wyoming watches it. Now Easterly will knock the ball out of bounds. It'll be Boggs to inbound. Boggs takes the return pass from Kyle. Picks up the pace to the left side. Cut off in the corner. Feeds down low. McPhee will score. Nice feed, and Eddie McPhee, high scorer with 17 for Western Wyoming. 78-64, 5:20 remaining. Harris to Easterly. Wilson, right side in front of the WNCC bench. They'll double on him. He breaks free from that, comes into the paint, gets it into the corner. Wide open three-pointer won't go for Easterly, and the rebound to Pierce of Western Wyoming. Kyle zips the pass left side. Here comes the drive and the layup for Amari Vendolia. 78-66, 12-point lead. inside 5 minutes to go, and we'll have timeout, WNCC. 4:48 to go on the clock now, 78-66 on the scoreboard. WNCC leading on the West Coast scoreboard. Four minutes, 48 seconds to go. WNCC hanging on to a 12-point lead right now as Western Wyoming cutting into what has been a 16-point lead with 7.5 minutes to go. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Following the timeout, WNCC will have the basketball out of bounds, trying to improve their 9-7 record. They're 2-2 at home. Western Wyoming 11-5 on the year after their win at NJC against Northeastern Junior College last night in Sterling. It's kind of interesting. Jackson Kyle from Sterling playing for Western Wyoming. Ball will be flipped in very deep. Harris has it 94 feet away. He'll have to bring it across the timeline again against Vindolia. Has it across, trying to back his way in, takes a screen to the left, passes into the corner to Walker. Walker back out to Harris. 9 on the shot clock. Harris, give and go to Ovia. Nice spin move. He'll lay it in. That'll be 14 for Steven in the game. 80-66 at the other end. Pierce missed, but it'll be goaltending against WNCC. Pierce gets the points and makes it 80-68. Teams trading between 12 and 14 right now. Still a lot of time to go. In a college game, lots of things happen. Ovia kind of surprised by the official there. Had the ball fumbled away, and the official said, I'll take it back. We'll start over on this. Here's J.J. Harris. Harris across against Vindolia. Easterly, right side. Easterly out to Wilson. Wilson drives in, takes it to the left side, puts it in easily. Boy, Wilson, 22 in the game now. WNCC up 82-68. It's a new career high for Wilson. He had 18 against LCCC. And now Boggs steps out of bounds on the baseline trying to cross over. And WNCC has the basketball back with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Looks like Chambers wants to report, and Boggs goes out for Western Wyoming. 82-68. WNCC with the lead. They've been in the 86 times this year. Most of those have been wins. Harris down to Ovia on the block. Ovia in against Pierce, puts it up. It won't go. Rebound taken off by Vindolia of Western Wyoming. Vindolia across himself, mile a minute, gets it to Kyle. Kyle outside again. McPhee tipped away by Walker. He runs out of sideline before he can save it in. Good defense by Maurice, however. And it'll be Western Wyoming with 3:20 to go to inbound it, trailing it by 14 points. 82. Forecourt with it on the drive. Walker, left side. Wilson. Walker turns down the shot, gets it to Harris. Into the corner, wide open three for Easterly, goes in. And we'll have a foul on the inbound, a steal attempt, but it's 85-68. WNCC with the lead, but it'll be a 1-and-1 free throw for Western Wyoming as Kyle will go to the line after Easterly picks up the foul. Next one will be 2 shots the rest of the way for Western Wyoming. Jackson Kyle has made all 3 free throws. He was fouled on a 3-point attempt. This one will be a 1-and-1, and he earns the bonus. 79% free throw shooter. He hits 35% on his 2s and his 3s. And usually a very effective scorer tonight. 7 points so far, now 8. And timeout taken by Steve Souza and the Western Wyoming Mustangs. 2:42 to go. It's 85-70. WNCC with the lead on the West Coast scoreboard. Dooley Oil's been providing great service since 1968. They are your distributors for premium Shell lubricants and Howe's fuel additive in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado, and the extreme diesel fuel provider in that same 3-state region. Also helping bring you the ball game, Viera Wireless. They have hometown roots and global reach. Viera Wireless in Scotts Bluff. WNCC with the lead, 85-70. They've put 38 points up. Western Wyoming's put 40 up so far this half, and we still have 2:42 to go. Walker will inbound against a full court press from Western Wyoming. Easterly has it. Now Walker on ahead with it to Harris. Left corner. That'll be Wilson. Out to Easterly again. Easterly working against Chambers. Taking his time, and a foul will be called against Chambers. That's the second on Trevon Chambers. That's only the 6th, so not a shooting foul. Western Wyoming will have to commit another one before they would put WNCC at the line to see if they can start missing some free throws for him. Garang will come in. Kyle goes out. Kind of offense-defense for Souza here, I believe. Easterly takes the pass in the backcourt. Has it across, passes to Harris, jump it out to Walker, over to Easterly. Easterly to Wilson in the corner. Wilson dribbles right to left. Now it's JJ with it. 6 seconds on the clock for the shot clock. He'll launch a long 3. It's off iron, and the rebound taken by Walker. He'll put it up and miss the shot. Rebound fought for, and Western Wyoming has it. Here it's to Chambers. Chambers pulls up. He'll jump a pass off to McPhee. McPhee, runner in the paint, goes in again. McPhee with 19 in the game. But it's 85-72 WNCC. Into the corner, Walker out to Easterly. We're at 1:39 to go. 85-72 WNCC. Harris with it. He'll skip it into the corner. Walker wide open. 3 won't go. Ovia with it. Ovia puts it up. It won't go, and we'll have a foul. It was tipped in by WNCC, but I think they're going to say rebounding foul against Garang. So the bucket will not count. It will be a 1-and-1 now for WNCC. And it's Stephen Ovia at the line. 85-72. Ovia has made the only 2 free throws he's attempted in the ball game. He'll put this one in. 86-72. WNCC a long way from their season high. They had 108 points. Had 105 in a loss, in fact. That was in overtime at LCCC. Second shot for Ovia goes in. Minute 26, 87-72. Vendiola. Here's a shot by Chambers that misses. Pass deflected, saved in bounds by Western Wyoming, right to the Cougars, and there's the easy layup for Easterly. 89-72. Vendolia gives it to Kyle, and he'll get the floater in the lane to go in. He's in doubles with 10, all of his points coming this half. Timeout taken by Western Wyoming. 89-74 with exactly 1 minute to go in the ball game on the West Coast scoreboard. There's 1 minute to go in this one. 89-74, WNCC men with the 15-point lead. Trying to avenge that 81-74 loss at Rock Springs. That one was just before Thanksgiving. WNCC looking to pick up their 10th win of the year. See, Walker will inbound. Of course, Western Wyoming will be in the full court press, so Ovia and Wilson come down to help, and now the whole team there. J.J. Harris and Travis Easterly also. Ball inbounded. Easterly has it. Easterly gets it to Maurice Walker. Down to Ovia. He'll put it up. It won't go. He tips it up. No. Tipped up again. Pierce comes away with it, but he'll make a bad pass. It's intercepted. Easterly with it. He'll feed down low to Ovia. He'll put it in this time. And we're going to have a foul called. I'm not sure here. And I think Ovia got called for that one. 41.3 seconds to go. 91-74. WNCC with the lead. Chambers takes a 15-footer and rattles it home. His second hoop of the ball game. 91-76. Clock stops in college ball, of course. Now the ball's knocked away out of bounds by Western Wyoming. And J.J. Harris goes over to try and help McPhee up, as he was the one hustling over to knock the ball away, hoping a teammate could get to it. After some of the rather rough play we've had earlier, it's kind of good to see the teams cooperating there. Walker will inbound for WNCC with 35.1 seconds to go. Official over checking with the score clock. Not sure if it's time left or what exactly the question is. We've spent a lot of time over there debating things today. Officials got control of this one after it looked like it might get out of control. But now WNCC just trying to finish this one off. Harris takes the inbound pass. Shot clock just a little ahead of the game clock. Easterly with it, left side. Easterly out to Harris. Harris waiting for a double team on, so now he passes in the corner. It's tipped away, and Western Wyoming has the basketball. 16 seconds to go. McPhee gives it off, and the shot by Chambers won't go. Offensive rebound, and now McPhee will hit the three-pointer out at the top of the circle. Boy, he has 22 in the game, but 3 seconds to go, and that's going to take care of it. 91-79, WNCC avenges that loss at Rock Springs before Thanksgiving in an emphatic fashion. They were outscored 49-44 in the second half, but that 47-30 lead at intermission and a little tough to overcome. And WNCC now 10-7, while Western Wyoming falls to 11-6.
The women's game scheduled to tip off at 5:30, with men's action following at 7:30. Make sure to mark your calendars down for more Cougar basketball action. Just a reminder, fans, only players and coaches on the floor after the game. Again, only players and coaches on the floor after the game. We appreciate your cooperation. On behalf of the athletic department, we'd like to thank you for attending today's games. Please travel safely wherever you're headed.